In this video, I'll be teaching you how to make short video with just a single click using Canva and ChatGPT. Very, very simple. So from here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these are just short. And if I should play one, which won't take time to load, this is how it's going to load. And we have something. So you know this is a network base. So just wait for it to load so that you see the sample and how you can customize this to your taste. So in no time seconds, we have everything on the screen. Yeah, I know this is not as beautiful as you want, but trust me, with the knowledge from this, you'll be able to make more beautiful designs and more beautiful videos. All right, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and watch my Canva playlist on how to use Canva professionally. All right, so let's just go to the template version of Canva, which means just go straight to the home page of Canva. So you can go straight to the website called canva.com, and when you type on canva.com, definitely it's going to lead you straight to canva.com, and we have you. So if you don't have an account with Canva, advise you create an account. So I already have an account, so I'll come into the search button. If you're on a mobile phone, you should be able to do that as well. So search for that and ensure you're in the template side, this side of the template, and you can come here and type YouTube video. So but now I'm going to try two things. I'm going to type the full stuff YouTube video on landscape mode, but you know short is that of portrait, so be careful when doing your search. So we have this, but we'll not be using this. But if the video you're planning to make is that of the landscape, so I advise you use this screen size, but you can start with a blank. But for the sake, I'm going to use something differently. I'm going to come YouTube short, and let me see if it comes up. So at the YouTube short, we just wait for that to come so that we can customize well. Now we have a lot of short stuff we can do, and we can minimize, or we can just do 1 or 2, 3 stuff, and we're good to go. So now we think this is better. You can look for the free one. If you think you want to use a free one, you can move around with the one that has the play button here. So this is totally free. We can move on and move on till we get something we can use. So this is beautiful enough to do all this. We can use this. So I'm going to select this. Then if I select this, I'm going to customize it, and I am good to go. All right, now in no time soon, we start customizing this. You can move on and pick more, but I think this is clear enough to work with. So daily motivations. So I'm going to customize this. Let's assume we creating a channel called daily motivations. Every stuff are on motivations. You want to post morning, you want to post Monday through Saturday, you want to post in the afternoon. You just have to make short videos very fast. You don't have to come with idea. I'll tell you what to do on idea. All right, so now we have this stuff on the screen, which we know we can do some other stuff. But above all, there's something I will advise. When you're trying to make this video, it can be very confusing when you pick the wrong thing. Like now I've picked the wrong thing because we should see something on the screen, but it's not appearing. So I'll go back to that, my template. I'm going to X out from here as well. I'm going to come here and find it's simple way and just type YouTube VID. So I'm going to use YouTube VID now, so that will take me to a different place of search. Now you see I can use this. I prefer this YouTube short by Warrior. So I'm going to select this now. Then it's going to load and load and load. I'm going to find one that suits my choice, which at the end I'm just going to customize it to something differently. So moving around this, let's say this is beautiful enough. We want to use this. So I'm going to select this now. So I'm going to select this. So when it selects, I'm going to change the background and change everything in there, and I'm good to go. So here now I'm going to customize this very fast. Then when it comes up soon, I put on my stuffs and we're good to go. We'll move on to ChatGPT and create quotes upon quotes, and just use one app from Canva. I will make beautiful videos. Now let me right click on this because I'm looking for something. So let me right click. Now you see this is what I'm looking for. Show timing, because if it's not there, there is no way for you to add background music to it. That is why I advise you use this last query I used called YouTube. You see what I searched, that YouTube VID. So just use that stuff. So now we are good to go. Now let's just get this 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds. That's the duration of the first slides. So let me play it and show you what I'm telling you about. It's going to load in no time soon, and it start playing in 5 seconds, and the next one is 4.5 seconds. But let's not just wait for that. Let me get this off because I just want one video to play. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this one as well. I'm going to delete this one as well. So now, but now I'm going to drag this to display so that it becomes a bit longer, like 15 seconds. That's the highest currently. So I'm going to leave it at 50 seconds, or which at this side you can still edit here and see some stuff. All right. So now let's see if we can put it to 30 if possible. Let me just write 30 and hit enter. All right, see, we just have 15 for now, but we can make 215 to become 30. Yes, definitely. So making a copy of this by just Ctrl C and Ctrl V, we should have two, which is this copy and paste. We have two, and total they are now all together 30 seconds from the screen. As you can see, 30.3 seconds. If you make it into 4 places, it means you're going to have an hour. All right, but I'll clear this now. Let's go on. So the background, I want to change the background to something beautiful, a good footage of someone walking at the back. So I'm going to detach this if I feel like detaching, or you lock the background. But I'm going to come here and say walking man. Let me just write walking man. So it's going to load in the template stuff now, but you don't want to set it on the template. You want to use it at the elements section. So I advise you click on the elements section, and when it comes, we have some other stuff but anyway, now we should be at the video. So you can scroll up like this and check if you can find video. If you don't find video, it's very simple. So come back again and go out one bit, just come out from it totally, then come here and still search for walking man, then hit on enter. Now you see we have the video tab up here, so you're going to tap on the video, then it's going to have some free one you can use, because all these are all pro. You can decide to use this, you can decide to use this, but find the one that are pro. But if you want to join my team so that you can have access to the free the pro element, check the description. There is a link there that directs you to my Telegram channel. Join as fast as you can and you're good to go. Over now, you can use this if you feel like using it, or you can use something like this, but this is pro. I'm just finding the free one just because of you. Oh, well, we can decide to use this, I believe. So this is just 1 minute. This guy is cool. We still have this dark one, but I'm looking for a dark background, so I want to use this for the sake of this video. So I'm going to click on this one now. Why this? I'm going to detach it by right clicking and say detach video. Then I will delete it now. Then I'll click on this, I'll right click, then I'll set video as background. Now we have this man walking at the behind, so with the background music. So I'll tell you how to get the background music from it and how to add some other stuff. Anyway, let's just get straight to the screen. So from here, let me add one quote, add another quote, and we're good to go. So let me open ChatGPT and create some motivational stuff. Anyway, so from here, we have the first one, but I don't think this will be better, but we had some background. Anyway, let's just move on. Let's move on. So now this is the first one, and we want to make some motivational quote as long as this. So let's just drag this screen to 15 seconds. So I'm going to pull this. All right, so it seems the highest for this is 9.2. You can decide to go for a longer one of 33 seconds. So let's click on this and see if this is better. Just finding the best one for this. So I'm going to detach this video as well. Oh, not this. Okay. I'm going to delete it. Let me delete this and see. Why this? And make it as the background. All right, so we seem good. We have a longer video now, which is 34.4 seconds. 34. You can decide to make it shorter by dragging this to 15 seconds, or you can bring it here to just 15 seconds. So we have 15. But if this is giving you a problem to adjust, you can come in here and just type the figure inside here and you have it. So now this is the man walking and you want to put in the stuff. So the first quote, now we'll go straight to ChatGPT and type chat.openai.com. This site, which has been awesome, all this AI website has made things very easy for us. We're going to utilize it in this video and create lots and lots of motivational stuff. So now let me just come here and say create a success motivation with 2 column. I say make it 10 on each column. So I'm going to just use this search. So let me just say motivation quote. So now just have this quote. I'm going to go on now. Okay, my network has been disturbing. Let me just regenerate this and see if it comes up. If it doesn't come, all right. So now we have this. Okay, column 1, column 2. Yes, it's my phone. I'm going to stop generating. I'm going to re-edit it, re-edit this stuff. Now I'll come here and say 2 column table because I caused it. So I'm going to put table here and I'm good to go. So I'll save and submit. Then it should come now in table manner. All right, so it seems okay. Yeah, so we have column 1, we have column 2, but instead I'm going to stop generating this thing because you have the power to change anything you want. So we're going to say 2 column heading, 2 column each with heading quote 1 and quote 2. So I'm going to save it this way and just try to play around and get it very fast, and we're good to go. All right, this is just 10 minutes. I believe we've not even spent to an hour. All right, so now with quote 1, quote 2, everything is well organized and everything is coming up in 10. So now we can move on to posting this stuff. But before we start copying this stuff, let's go back to what we are editing, which is this one here. So now I want it to appear in different. We want a quote here and a quote here. So we're going to come here and say daily quote. So I'm going to add this text which will appear on the screen at every side. So I'm going to pick this up here. All right, so I'm going to bring this one here. I don't know why it's taking my time. Anyway, that's simple. So I'm going to come here and I'll say, let me click inside. All right, so we can see there, I'll say daily quote. I know it's not as big, but let me just get the screen. Let me zoom a bit. So we have daily quote. You can decide to put a background here from here, but because of this stuff, you can see you can edit the video if you think editing the video will make it better. So you can come here and pick something darker, like something like epic, or you can see all and see which one you can use. So let's just see all and see if there's any other crazy one here or other crazy effects. You can decide to use this one here. If you think that's better for you, you can decide to use this, and anyone you felt like using. So you can just play around. Let me just leave it at this one here so that we can work on to what we're doing. So now from the screen we have the daily quote, this one here. You can decide to add some background to it if you feel like, then move on to this place, or you can decide to put something like this, or put something like this, or put something like this. Anyone you feel like putting. Then let's say this is better, you can increase the size from here to something this way, and you pull it up better. So now the next thing I want to do is just drop the zoom in from here. Just make the zoom in the normal size so that we'll see the end of each screen. So we have daily quotes which you can italicize, and it's look like this. Now this one will be at the top place, and you want another one to appear. So here you're going to come here and type quote 1. Let's just say we'll make this quote 1 from here. So you can bring it this place. So we'll make a copy of this. You can use Ctrl C, Ctrl V, depending on the system you're using. So I'll bring this one and put it here as well from here. So I'm going to call it quote 2. So that's where the second quote will appear, because I want it to be 2 places. I want the first quote to appear, but if you just want 1 quote to appear, you can do that. But I'm just showing a simple trick. You can get 2 quotes appear on the same screen. So now I'm going to show timing. I'm going to adjust the settings of this by right clicking. I'm going to show timing here. So this is the first quote. It's going to appear all through, but you don't want it. So bring this to half of the screen like this. So now you can adjust this to the end of this. Then at the quote 2, you can click on it again and show timing like this. So okay, it's already at the timing. So just drag this like this. So it means we have the quote 1 to appear like this, and it's going to come this way, and when it gets to quote 2, it disappears, and this one start. So from now we can make some adjustment to this by resizing, by making sure the size of this quote is small like this. Then at the effect, you can add other effect. At the background, you can decide to add background like this and say let there be a black background. So the black background suits this video very well. Then you can move on again to display typewriter. Means the text comes in by just writing. So but you want them to come in character or in Word. So let's just make it in Word so that we just have them in Word come up faster. Then the next thing we want to do now is all right, let me just move on and see if there's any other stuff we can do. All right, so let's play and see. All right, so now the next thing we want to do is to make adjustment to quote 2. So let's make adjustment to this quote 2. The same thing that happened, go straight to the effect, then move on to this background here and pick in this black one as well. You can decide to change to a different color entirely. You can click on that and scroll down here and bring something lighter to something like this. If you think that's better, or you can use the color picker around there and pick on the color and you're good to go. But anyway, let's leave it at that color. So from there, we can move other stuff and say, hey, you want this to still be typewriter, you want it to come on bold or on enter. Anyone you want, you can change them to anything you want and make them in Word. So we have that quote. Then at this quote too, you can resize. So let's make the sizing smaller like this. So you can bring this sizing to something different, smaller like this. All right, so or you can make it this way, or later on we can adjust if we think that is now we have quote 1, we have quote 2. Let's now start the simple work or the simple task by just copying and pasting. All right, now what we're going to do now is make sure our first quote appear here and our second quote appear. But if you want to change the video background, you think you want to use your own personal one, come straight to this place called upload. Come here to the video aspect, then upload the video very fast by just hitting on upload. It's going to take you directly to your screen, and you can copy one of your file and it's in here. But I want to use this for now. Now the next thing I want to do is connect my data. All this stuff here, I want them to appear on the screen without me working on them. But you can do them manually, or you can do them with an app. So that is what we're using, an app here. I'll come straight to the app section in Canva. I'm going to search at bulk. So I'm going to put BLK. I'm going to put enter. Then in no time, we should have the bulk create. I'm going to click on bulk create. It's going to ask me some question, enter data manually or CSV. You can click on manual and decide to clear this table, then start putting your data one after the other. Let's see if we can copy this data and put it there. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, we do it on the CSV. So this is the first time I'm using the manual, but I just want to try it. But I know CSV is easier. So I'm going to come at this place. I'm going to put in Ctrl V. All right, we have quote 1, quote 2, which is beautiful enough. Yes, this is cool. This is cool. We can decide to use this and we're good to go. All right, next we want to do now is to just hit on done. If it doesn't work, we just clear the table and use the other pattern, but this should work for us. I'm going to hit on done and we have them in no time. Okay, it said 0 data feed identified. Whoa. All right, so we're going to come here now. We're going to right click. We're going to say connect data. All right, we can't see anything here. It seemed that one didn't work for me. Right click on the element page and stuff. Oh, all right. So nothing to panic worry about. Let me see why it didn't work. Let me see why this didn't work for me. All right, okay, done. Let me see if it comes up. All right, see, it doesn't come up. There is no need to panic. There's no need for to fret. Let's upload the file this. So to do that, I'm going to come here to my Google. I just need a simple sheet. I'm going to create a sheet .new.com sheet.new, which will take me straight to Google sheet, so that I can put in the stuff. Now I'm going to copy that same stuff. So come here, highlight all this. You know, we highlighted them before. I've already copied it. Then I'm going to come in this place. I'm going to paste it inside here. All right, just allow this to load and we paste it inside this cell. So I'm going to hit on Ctrl V. Then everything should come up in no time soon. All right, so now we have that. I'm going to make some adjustment to this by just dragging this here so that I can see all my tests all seated very well. If it doesn't come, I'm going to make it come to this place again. Now I can see all. Then this one, we have that. So we have quote 1 and quote 2. So I'm going to make sure I see all my tests by dragging to this place as well. So now you see, we can see sources is not the final stuff. We have quote 1 up here. We have quote 2 above, which is this and which is this. So now I'm good. I can save it by just hitting on file. I'm going to save it as CSV file. So to do that, you're going to download it as CSV, right? So comma separated values. So we have that downloaded in no time soon, which is on title spreadsheet, which I'll just show in this. Let me see where it is on my system. All right, we have it sheet 1. All right, so now go straight back to what we're working on, and I could upload CSV now. Then we good to go. So now this is the one we downloaded just now. I'm going to open it and it's going to load in no time. So we have quote 1, we have quote 2. So I'm going to connect the data now. Yes, I'm going to connect the data. Very simple. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to right click. I'm going to connect data. I'm going to connect this data to quote 1 because that's the first one that I want to appear. Then I'm going to click on the other one too. I'm going to right click. I'm going to connect data to quote 2. Then we have that. Then I'm going to continue. Now we have this. The first one that will appear is success. If you don't want it to appear, you're going to just right click on it and it's gone. But let's leave it this way and see what we get. So we have 9 quotes all over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to generate 10 pages. So wait for this. It's going to open a new tab. Then we start getting our box stuff all ready and all ready to download in mass. All right, so just wait for this to load. If you're just joining me on my YouTube channel, I advise you subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, so that you can get notified when I make other videos using Canva and other stuff you can do with your laptop. And well, how to make money, definitely I will talk about that, but focus on this for now. All right, so we have lots of video generated from here. If I open this stuff, we should see it's still generating. Over here you can see it's still loading. And we have success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is this. Then we have the future, this stuff, all good and all good. So we're going to play this and we're going to download it. So the total time for this is 2 minutes 25 seconds. I told you you can make it better, you can increase it, but trust me, instead of waiting more time to create idea, you can keep on doing this for every day, every time, and you just grow your channel with this simple trick. All right, now I'm going to play this and it's going to load and we're good to go. So now the problem we're having now is this one is not coming as expected. This one is not coming as expected. It's just there. Just stand still when I say you should do type right. Let's see why it didn't come. We're going to sort that. Okay, now everything is ready. Success is not fatal. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue the count. Then the next one, the future belongs to. Wow, this is beautiful, right? I expect you give me a thumb up or a comment on this, or you can turn on the notification bell by subscribing. All right, so now we can do this. We have this one. All this is going to play continuously. So that is how it keeps on coming up till you get to the end of this, and that is how. Then when you are good to go, now at the music aspect, yes, there's something we would have explained here, which you still have. Anytime you want to make changes to this, you can make change to this before creating this. There's something I did at the right click when we show timing. Before you create your bulk, you must be careful. Yes, very, very careful. Let's say I'm not creating any stuff. I just want to use it as a normal space. I want to use it at the normal space. At this place, I don't want to connect this data. So I'm going to go one step backward from here. Let me right click and see show timing. Yes, so I'm going to show timing. At the down part of this, we have this music. This is the music. You can decide to change the music of this. You can change the music to something different by coming in this place. You can say trailer music at the element. You can say depends and say motivational music. Let's say motivation music. So all these, I believe they are copyrighted free. I think you can use them. So come at the audio stuff, or you can do your proper research and you are good to go. So now we have 3.2 seconds. We have that have long seconds. So find one that is very, very short. All they are 4.3 seconds. Some are very, very long. You can click anyone, or you can upload your own if you think. So I can hear you call my name. You can click on it and it comes up and adjusts to the screen. Then you can pull up to this and you can click on this one and delete. So we have it all fixed. Now from here you can move on to generating the same stuff and you're good to go. Or at the box side we did, you can decide to I don't think you can make any other change because we have it already built. So okay, you can still make changes. So show timing here, you can decide to work on the music if it's possible. Oh, it seems we don't have the possibility to do that any longer in this place because it has been generated. That's why I advise you always, yes, you always make your editing before on to the other one. Yes, so always make your changes at this side. Yes, it's coming up soon, but if it doesn't come up, we should be at the bulk. And I believe this should be the network. It should be your network causing this problem. All right, so it should be up in no time soon and we are good to go. So everything is up and everything is running. Now the next you want to do is to download it. They are going to download in a separate file. So I'm going to share this immediately. Then I'm going to download this stuff. And remember, if you're downloading this stuff, ensure you're using the free. If you're using the pro, ensure you are part of the team so that you have easy download. So now if we download this, it's going to download all 10 pages. Then it's going to download in bulk. So if I click on download now, it's going to download immediately and tell me, hey, I'm downloading. So just wait for this in no time. All these bulk stuff are all downloaded to your screen and we have them all. So all you have to do is to just come to your WinRAR this. Then when you download them, it's going to look like this. Then you can now select, or let's say this is all that have been downloaded. All you have to do is to just press Ctrl this, then drag it or Ctrl copy it. Ctrl C, then it's copied. Then you can open a separate file like this, Canva video. Then here you can create a new folder like this and say motivation quote. Then you're going to open it. Then here you can post that thing you copied from that place, and in no time you should have all like this. So now you can now start sharing them or using them, renaming them to your choice. I believe I've done everything you should do to make this a success for you. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video while this keep on downloading. So if your own is done, just comment done or comment thank you, anything you feel like commenting. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for